we appear to be live. Wonderful. Just need to change the title, and we'll be ready to go. Wonderful. All right. Brilliant. Okay, cool. Here we go. Welcome back to Glass's Summer Games Speedrun Saga. We are entering part 2 of 4. I'd like to thank everybody who dropped in during part 1. Chilled out, watched. I had a good time. I hope y'all did too. So we're entering into part 2. We got 3 games tonight to open up day 1 of this part. And it's going to be any percent on Kirby's Adventure. Alright, so... we're going to start this run in 3, 2, 1, and go. Alright. So, there are going to be a couple of major key differences between this game and the game that I usually run in this series. Kirby Streamland. Also another game that I played as a child, which is, of course, Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. So... you might notice that I'm really trying to hit these faraway distances on, like, some of these enemies. I'm also trying to avoid certain ones. Because the way the game works is, gets to be a bit of a nightmare. And because Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland has quite a bit more of a lax system, it does get to be a challenge to run a game like this by comparison. So I have to take it a bit easier. There we go. So you might notice I haven't really inhaled any significant enemies right now. The part of the reason is this first major mini-boss fight. Okay, I got pretty lucky there. Aw, thought I was closer. Yeah, I've been playing it pretty easy so far. To answer your question, I don't have the original NES game, but I'm playing the NES Online for Switch version of it, so there's a bit of lag in play. Alright, so that's the first actual enemy that I've inhaled and copied its ability of. And that's just on the account that Sword is a pretty reliable range. I think it's useful in this game. Alright. Oh, that was close. Okay, so I'm gonna let it go. So we got a nice new ability called the Flaming, or Burning. Nice, okay. So much like Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, it works just as well to use the Flaming technique. Beautiful. Alright, we're across. Ow, okay. We're in a bit of trouble. We're gonna need this maximum tomato, and we're gonna hope that we don't get hit. I've never seen that happen before. Okay. So, I swallowed the maximum tomato, and I still died. And it's gone. Kind of unfortunate. Never seen that happen. I've never ever seen that ever happen before in a Kirby game. So, I guess it's a first? I don't know. So I'm gonna get rid of that ability, and I'm gonna grab Spark next. Oh. That's a bit of a problematic thing that happens sometimes. Please, I'm gonna lose a lot of vitality just trying to... Okay, of course. Oh, it took long enough. Alright. So this game is a lot more challenging than the original Kirby. And there's a couple of extra places that didn't originally exist. And you have to preemptively set it up in a way where you're able to, Alright. We purposely waited a little bit because I want to grab a couple of items that will be useful. So you can see, not as useful to grab the invincible candy in that case, because it takes a little longer, but it's also pretty much just my way of using a safety strat. So we're on our first boss, and pretty much the same as the first time around. Okay, that's the first world done. Not terrible. It's going to get a lot more difficult. My grasp on this game isn't incredibly strong, so at least in this iteration. Alright, so we're dropping our weapon. Okay, got lucky there. Fortunately, those enemies that you just saw have a much quicker animation for a kill, because if you get hit by the explosion, you're gonna lose a life. Alright, cool, we're through that. So it's actually really efficient to use the tornado in a case of of a game like this, because it pretty much follows the patterns to your motion. Unlike the original, unlike Nightmare in Dreamland, the original is a bit more friendly. Alright, we're gonna use it to get a bit further across. Alright, never mind. Not really useful. So we're gonna switch to spikes. I think spikes are gonna work just as well for this fight, but you never know. Sometimes you just get destroyed, so we're gonna test the waters on this one. Beautiful. That works well for me. And we got a bit of some extra. That's nice. Alright. the game has mercy on us and is actually going to drop us off early. There's a bit of an extended section in the remake where you have to go through the desert a lot longer. That room you just saw is exclusive to the original. Alright. Alright. So, as a weapon, a wheelie is super unruly. You never know what you're going to get. And we try to use it in a way where we can... Okay, we're going to lose it for a bit. And here's our first Meta Knight fight. Not bad. Good fight. Missed the entrance by a little bit, but that's about as good as I can ask for. Yeah, it's alright, so I'll have to mention the jumps are utterly nerfed in this game. Really difficult. Alright. I think this will work. Alright. Okay, boss fight. Go down this way. Good deal. We'll take the spark right now, because we will need that a bit later. That's going to be the end of that stage. I think there's one left before the boss room for World 2. Alright. Alright, so we're going to need to play carefully. Okay, we're gonna lose Spark, which is not good. I don't like having to operate without it for the next boss fight. In this game, it's gonna be kind of a key to have. Fortunately, I wrestled up myself a bit too much, so we're gonna have to operate on this next part. I guess, that's okay, I suppose. We're not even gonna keep it. Alright. Okay, so those Telu P.E.K.K.A.s don't tell you exactly where they go. They just kind of like randomly appear and then they'll disappear. It's no fun. Got kind of lucky there. Oh, we got our first major boss fight coming up. Let's see how we do on it. Oh, wonderful. I didn't even have to worry about the rematch. Okay. We barely got that through. Which is good, because we're on to our next world. Butter building. So this level tends to be a bit of a challenge. Alright, we'll see how it goes. I may or may not get absolutely messed up here. No, I did not. I ended up doing okay. Alright. This one's tough. Alright. We got burning back again. Barely picked that one up. So I'm gonna purposely pick this up just to get a full refill. Very fortunately, we picked another one up, so we did just fine. Alright, so we're on to the next world. So this game is a bit of a concept where you don't have to travel up, but more or less you have to travel high enough. Really? Oh yeah, I learned something new today. Okay, so that guy just never stops going all crazy. Okay. Good, I got that. Fortunately, you can stop the spin, and it's kind of nice. Oh, really? We'll take this instead. Never mind. We won't take it. So this game has a bit of a thing where you can't quite continue momentum the way you would traditionally would. Fine, we'll just do that. Alright. Through that level pretty easily. This next one's going to be a bit faster. This section does have a tendency to be troubling in certain regards. So you can't high jump into the air. You have to do it this way, which is quite interesting. So fun fact, you can just fly up there and you don't even have to worry about anything else. It's cool. Because I like... Free one-ups are always nice. And that was a quick and easy level. So we're going to travel up the tower for the first time. We haven't yet because the tower's gimmick is just to move sideways and you find the next door that way. Alright, another Meta Knight fight. We've been waiting on one of these for a while. Alright, we barely got through it. We're gonna purposefully take a death so we can continue traveling our way through there. Obviously, we could grab a one-up if we wanted to, but we're doing just fine, so not to worry. Not to worry a single bit. I grab this. And we just run through it. We don't have to worry about any of this, anything. So we're gonna try to clear some leg a little bit. Really? One hit away, I got damaged. I thought it was going to be just fine. So yeah, we're going to pick this up. It can't hurt to. In the case of this run, it actually helps. So we're back to where we were before. Which is really nice. We got one more level, and then a boss fight. So we gotta be really swift with these. Fortunately, the hammer has a nice reflexive property to it. Alright. We're taking this pretty easy, because dying here is really easy. Come back here! Okay, we need that for sure. You like to have this extra weapon. Again, free refill. Can't hurt. Time-wise, it might. So, also, yeah. Really? I forgot about that. I'm a bit upset with that. So it turns out you can destroy your own stars, which is never fun. I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but you can't decide when those things take place. Alright, so now the boss fight's gonna be hard. You know, I don't like that. I'm gonna die, aren't I? I'm not in a good position. Oh my gosh! Yeah, no, that didn't end too well, now did it? I think we're gonna do some backtracking, because didn't mean to do that. Dang it. That worked out better, actually. Oh, I forgot the long animation for walking. Alright. Alright, so now we're on to World 4. So the game is actually suffering from some major lag right now. So this game is actually really easy to play with in UFO mode. It is surprisingly very competent in that sense. And since I'm doing it right now, I can just get a free refill of health from that. And we're not gonna get it back. Because UFO only stays in the single level unless you use the UFO glitch. Which I'm not going to use, so... So getting caught in a lot of trouble is not terribly as much of a grievance in this game, although it does happen. I haven't mentioned much about swimming because it's not terribly different from the other games. Alright. So we're gonna grab that since I took a lot of damage. We do need it. So we're gonna get a... Cool, we got the spikes. Really? Okay. Everything's happening at once. Unfortunately, I lost my weapon. We'll take the crash for now. Okay, so did my internet... Okay. Internet's a bit fickle right now. We'll see how long it stays. Oh, this is annoying. Very annoying. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. That's so annoying. It's just that even though it's short-lived, we still have to go through the act of having to retrieve everything, and it gets to be very tedious if we miss it. So that is the very first instance of an extra room in the game. That's fine. We don't have to worry about that at all. So deselecting an ability is annoying mostly because... Oh, I don't... You're... Oh my gosh, this boss is the worst. I don't like this boss. My fight or flight sensors are on right now. Because unlike the elephant, it's even more annoying in design, I think. Take care of that. We at least got through that level without any issue. So cool. This game has a tendency to really make the usefulness of the invincibility candy quite pointless. However, okay. Wonderful. There's always another room, and I forget about it. Alright. Another Meta Knight fight. I might die during this one. Looking like it. Not surprised, but I'm still disappointed. Alright, so I think I can... Okay, I think we're good there. Some of these alternative classic designs are actually really cool. And that's, like, surprisingly straightforward as far as game design goes, so... We're about to enter the second to last, the last level before, So we're just gonna have to ditch it. This game tends to be the master of provocative trolling. It's good at, like, getting you in places that you shouldn't be in. He jumped over it. What a smart guy. We'll use this just to reduce all the noise. There we go. I know that was used really fast. Okay, we made it through that stage. All right. Conveniently enough, we got another one up, so good deal. Why am I surprised? Why am I surprised? So we're gonna need the high jumper. Why? I swear this game is the master of inconvenience. Alright. Boss time. Pretty much the same as the usual, which is to climb up and keep on climbing up until you, well, get to where you need to be. And, yeah, there it is. So, yeah, Krakow is pretty standard. Unfortunately, he does tend to be a bit of a bother. Two more hits. Beautiful. Alright. We're done with the World of 4. That was, a bit unfortunate the way it worked out. Oh, so they're levels instead of stages, instead of worlds. So we're going to purposely go here. Without dying, of course. Because that's important. Alright. And we can just quickly skip through all this lovely stuff. Because that helps us, obtain a stage, but also a health refill, so we like those. And just like that, another level cleared. I think level 5 is actually significantly easier than level 4. But that's just what I think. So we're gonna grab this sword. Okay, so sword is useless. Should we do that on purpose? And we do this on purpose. just to avoid the trouble having to go through that again. And that's not too far out of the way. Gosh, this is such a bother sometimes. Alright. So the bosses act very abnormally. I'm not even gonna bother grabbing it. All right. Honestly, it's probably easier not to do it this way, but it's also more efficient to do it this way because floating up there is, well, utterly annoying. Alright, so we're gonna hope this goes well. Beautiful. Now that may seem like I didn't mean to do that, but oh, it was very purposeful. We're gonna take it real easy here. And thank goodness for refuels. Because we do need those. Alright, so we're getting to the flame room. So you can see it doesn't quite work to the full extent that it would normally do. And we just got by. Alright, cool. Next Meta Knight fight up. Beautiful. Alright, we got that. Oh my gosh, those guys are high jumpers. Like, so sometimes you just get absolutely messed up by the game because the game doesn't like to see you succeed. But we are very much in favor of, like, going beyond and above. Alright. Two more levels to go. Cool. Alright. I don't have too much to say about this next part, other than we're just gonna try to get through the boss without any trouble, but, you know, no guarantees. Because Sword is such a terrible range, we're gonna fight the line using this. So that's okay. Okay, so got through that, no problem. So you don't have any control over that. It just happens, and sometimes you just do not get anything you want out of it. Alright. So we're through that. This level is a wheel level. So we're gonna grab a wheel and hope for the best. Okay, never mind. Well, that just kind of happened. All right. Okay. So this is not supposed to be that difficult. I make it difficult for myself most of the time. Alright. Fortunately, the rest of this is smooth sailing for the most part. As I was saying. Alright. Boss time? We got 2 worlds after this, so let's just hope we get it. What? No way. Did it actually do that to me? Alright, so normally the boss is not that trolly. Beautiful. Alright, we're through that. Never ever been worried about that boss before. The only way I do myself in is if I accidentally hammer to the ground. Alright, here's a world that's rather annoying. Seems innocuous at first sight, but no, it's terrible. Case in point, the amount of damage I took is bit ridiculous. So the RNG in this game can be the amount of lag reduction that I have to force is because of levels like this. Alright, so we're through that. It was very annoying, but fortunately, we got through it just fine. So if you're not careful, you can just die easily. Okay. So at some point or another, I'm gonna opt to use the crash to heavily reduce the lag. Okay, brilliant. So jumps are really troublesome to get. Great, we're gonna hope for the best. Kinda. Alright. That's about as good as it gets. The wonderful thing about avoiding them is we don't have to deal with the consequence of getting hit within range, and every other enemy is hit, so the lag reduction is achieved. Alright, we're on a ship now. Don't ask me how we got on the ship, but just, you know, think, man, this is a cool looking ship. So yeah, those two flamers, they come out really fast. We gotta make sure. That's really annoying. Alright, well, we got through regardless. Was it annoying? Yes. Is the enemy gone? Definitely. Can we make it through that? Okay. If anything, we got that guaranteed. Oh man. It'd be a bit of a hold your breath and hope for the best. Okay, so we got through that room. At some point or another, we're gonna lose another life. Never fun. I think this is the part where we are gonna get screwed over, so I'm gonna preemptively prepare for that. We got like, I don't know, 3 more stages. We're gonna make it priority to live. If anything. So much for that. That was unintentional. So I'm going to do what I originally intended to do, but never got the chance to do said thing. Okay. So that doesn't save any time, but it's cool. Okay. Not so cool. This room is horrible, and I hate it exists. You cannot do much about it. Okay. So we're at the verge of it. The game just becomes a lot more dangerous. And we got 3 lives. Let's not waste them. I don't know how he got me from there, but you know what? Not gonna think anything of it. And unfortunately, the game does not give you permanent state of. Doesn't give you a permanent state of We're gonna wait those out, otherwise we'll just get absolutely destroyed. We're just gonna float really high. We're gonna skip that one, that's the most annoying extra to get. One more level to go. So this game is very okay. Alright, so now I'm in trouble. These guys, they appear out of nowhere. There's not much you can do about it. They are probably the most annoying and ferocious boss you'll ever run into, period. I'm kind of bummed out by that. We got one last chance to get this right. Okay, we're through that. Well, here we go. So I'm gonna try to recover some health somewhere. So this game has a bit of a I'm not gonna do any damage whatsoever. I didn't. What am I gonna do? Alright, so that's our first game over. Very unfortunate. We don't like doing that. So Meta Knight is stupidly challenging. How am I supposed to do this? This is the absolute state of the game at this point. Okay, good. We at least got through that. One more world to go. And a few more major bosses. So we're going to purposefully use these. And collect that, of course. That being said, by going under, Alright, so this is where things are about to get really annoying. Coming up right about now. This boss rush is where things get just awful. We'll say that much. We're in Boss Rush Town. And these bosses are awful. Because these... This particular boss presents the feeling of inert struggle. See, every time you get hit, it's just like a test. Come on, you can't just give me that animation of all things. Okay. Gotta stay cool. We're hardly over. Especially with bosses like these. But very fortunately, it's almost over. Beautiful. Got through that, no problem. And for all our patience, which I was hoping not to get a game over at Meta Knight, we were able to collect every single one of these. And, yeah. Now we're getting past what I believe is the worst part of the game. But we'll see. We got 9 lives. What could possibly go wrong? Alright. So this room continues to be one of the worst rooms in all of mankind. And because I don't like it, we're grabbing this. Oh, that's not real? Since when? I'm in awe. Alright, 3 levels, 3 boss phases. Oh, whatever Sword Knight has, it's the utterly most broken thing on Earth. Okay, so now we're here now, and we're dead. Great. That's not convenient, to say the least. I do believe the end of the levels here. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got through that. No issues whatsoever. Let's just use that. Maybe get all the annoyingness of that phase. Yep, got through that, no problem. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh boy. I'm no fan of this phase. Ah! Okay. How many deaths are we gonna suffer from this section? Really? That's like 3 right there. Mildly annoying. Fortunately, there's one last stage, and then we get to fight King DDD. So, you know, fun times. And it's pretty much a replica of the original. Which is nice because it reminds me that at some point I'm going to get a sub-12 time in Kirby's Dream Land. But that day has not arrived as of yet. After what we did last, I don't want to risk it. So this kind of is a reminiscence of the original Kirby's Dream Land by showing everything that kind of shows up in Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3, Stage 4. This is pretty much to a T what Stage 4 looks like. And this is where Bubbly Clouds begins. Pretty much the way it was originally designed. Okay, can we get through this one? And just like that, we're through that stage. Plus, we got a full refill, which means we'll have a much better time against DDD. Which we really do need that good luck against him. So I think it's going to be like Kirby Nightmare Dreamland. We grab the ball. Of course. Okay, I don't know how he did that. Is he gonna control me and go for that every time? This is gonna be a very annoying fight, isn't it? Very annoying indeed. I kicked every... Oh, okay. This game is actually tiring me out a little bit. Alright. Are you actually serious? Okay. I'm better off just going for the traditional way. Yeah, I know. Now we're just gonna do it the normal way. Why complicate it when this is proven to work? You're kidding. Okay. We almost had it. Okay, let... Yes, okay, cool. Oh. Alright. Cool. pretty akin to the usual. Wait, is there a time limit? Holy moly, there is a time limit. Okay, that threw me for a loop. I was like, wait, why is he not returning? Because I was like trying to figure out what the deal with that was. So I think it's gonna take 6 or 7 hits. We're just gonna opt to take the kill right away. Alright. There we go. Got through that. Two more hits. I'm gonna somehow manage to lose this life. That's it. Slightly above estimate, but the final time was 1:31:23:44. And even though we went above estimate, it was just barely, so. All right. So yeah, that's a PB for me. So the next two runs coming up, the first of which is going to be immediately going to be Super Mario World, All Switch Palaces, and then the run after that's going to be Pokemon Blue version, 80% no save corruption. So stick around for those if you're willing to. Alright, well, with that being said, we're going to move on to our next game of the night. Alright. May take me a while to get this next one set up. Okay, this one might take quite a bit of time to get in there. Oh, there we go. So, that being said, we're done with that. I'm going to move to that. Perfect. So got a couple of things to change. All right. Alright. Wonderful. Alright, we got ourselves the next run for the night. It's going to be all Switch Palaces on Super Mario World. So, yeah. 3, 2, 1, and go. This one's not going to be terribly strenuous since I just have to get to the final Switch Palace, and that shouldn't be too much of a dawdle. Alright. So before we do that, of course, we're gonna go this way. So that's World 1. Not terribly difficult to get through. So far, so good. So now that we're done with that, I'm gonna go this way to this next level here. Alright, so. That's fine. Alright, so we're at the first Switch Palace already. Not a terribly difficult affair. Alright, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna go for a yump. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, unfortunate, I did not. So we missed one. Hopefully we'll get one in these next couple of areas. Alright, so that's the end of that first part. Alright. Good job, me. You really know what you're doing. Alright. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way. I like going for that fun little strat at the bottom, but the game's just not going to give it to me right now. And if it's not going to give it to me now, it's just not going to give it to me ever. Alright, so now we're nearly done with World 1. We've got 2 more levels to go through on the last part of Yoshi Island, and of course, the first castle. We will not be completing all the castles. That's a shame. We don't like to lose that way. Cool. Well, we're through that. Alright. Really? I don't even know what to say. Now I'm just dying. I don't know. We gotta fix that, shall we? So I don't know why that happens, but You're kidding, okay. I wanted to have my fun, but the game was just like, no. Alright, so we're done with Yoshi's Island. Maybe we'll go back. I don't know that though. Alright, so this is the first stage where we get to use one of the best weapons in the game. I went through the entire level just to die. That's actually sad. Alright, let's fix that, shall we? Alright. Wonderful. Alright, we're through that level. We're not really going to go in the other direction because we really only need to go this way. Alright, and this is going to be our second Switch Palace here. Oh man, I risked it for the biscuit. Nah, I missed another yump. Dude, I gotta get these bad boys. Alright. All hope is not lost. We can get through this. Alright. There's 2 more Switch Palaces left. They're each in their own respective worlds. That was an easy level. Not difficult. You just kind of have to do it. You go through it. And that's what you do. This level's a bit more complicated. We just have to fly in the air. Yeah. Gotta get it to the flight, and then the rest just takes care of itself. And much like the last run, we have to make sure that we are flying nice and high. Worth the wait. We do not want to get ourselves caught in a bad scenario. Alright. Cool. Easy enough. Okay, we got through that. Always a good thing to get that. Easy fight. So now we're entering the world with our third Switch Palace. There's 4 Switch Palaces in total, so we just need to get the 4 of them. And then everything else, we don't have to worry about. Alright. Okay, I'm not gonna go for it. There's something you can do where you grab Yoshi. Alright. Even though I didn't get the Switch Palace first, all's gonna be just fine. Because we are still moving forward. Oh, I lost them all. Okay, that's fine. No problem I cannot fix. Alright. Third Switch Palace activated. One last one to go. It shouldn't take too terribly long to get there. So this is the introduction of the searchlight, or the gaslight as I like to call it. Its danger is that it will seep up all your health, and then you'll be very unhappy and, well, dead. So we want to avoid that now, don't we? And we did not quite achieve what I wanted to do. So we're just gonna march back a little bit. Grab 2 capers. Alright. And like that, we're out. All right. Okay, well that was a fun little waste of that. How on earth do I mess that sort of thing up? It was so simple, and I still messed it up. Two more levels left in this, and then we got quite a bit more in the next big world. Alright, that level wasn't so bad. It's about to get worse. A lot worse. I ain't joking around. This next castle is far more difficult than the first couple. I'm gonna have a bad time with this one, aren't I? There's a reason I put an hour on this one. I didn't even mean to do that. Oh dear. I remember a lot of things about this. Oh, that was close. Okay. Also, welcome back, Robotic. Good to have you in here. Get to see a very exciting part of the saga. Boss time. Okay, at least got that. Whew. Bit scary that section can be. Alright, so we're about to get to an incredibly difficult part of the game, which is the bridges. The bridges will be a, what I describe as a stupidly difficult section. Alright, here we go. That's our first bridge up. Cheese Bridge is exactly what it looks like. It is cruelty on every level. We're gonna try to not die. Well, that is correct. I'm getting all the Switch Palaces as a matter of fact. I could attempt fate just a little bit there. Alright, it's time for butt clench time. Hope you're excited for that. Told you we could bring it back. Okay. Yeah, that stage is dumb. I won't even lie when I say that. Okay. Alright, that dumb part is over. So, everybody can chill out now. As I almost died in this level. Auntie moles can be a bit of a nuisance. Wonderful. Okay. Got through that as well. We've really only got one level that's gonna actually be a killer. I think it's gonna be... Oh, never mind. Actually, we got to avoid all that fun. Alright. Beautiful. Alright. So we definitely needed to press the switch, otherwise we'd be good as dead. Alright, so shouldn't be in a bad position here. Unfortunately, we died. Oh, hey, would you look at that? It's my good friend Mudkip. You're in time to watch me struggle through this game. Just a tiny bit. I'll switch palaces, by the way. Just because I'm devoted to a special kind of chaos. I hope your XD quest is going well, Mudkip. Hopefully you got that going. Meanwhile, I'm here just kind of speedrunning games somewhat fast. Okay, cool. Go through that. How did I not die when I ran through the fireball? I'm pretty sure I ran through the fireball. I'm not even sure what in the world happened, but... Wonderful. Alright. He's goner. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So now we have really one last world to worry about, and that's the Forest of Illusion. That's where the last good old Switch Palace is. So we're close to the end. Forest of Illusion time. Alright. Here we are. Welcome to the Forest of Illusion. As our first actual interaction with good Yoshi. I don't think this is the right direction, but we're gonna go for it anyways, because it looks kind of cool. There's one more after this. It's gonna be any percent no save corruption for Pokemon Blue version. So, yeah, you're about to see some more Pokemon soon enough. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Well, it's a good thing I died. We'll never know. Actually, I know where I was supposed to go. I was supposed to go the other way, wasn't I? Oh my gosh. Stop. We'll take that for now. Please. Oh. We're not quite out of the woods yet. Alright. Here we go. Couple of levels left to go. That's annoying. So, like, fishes don't have the most consistent of hitboxes, which can really suck. Ah. Yeah, I do. I just kind of flopped around like a fish and failed epically. You gotta have a bit of a preemptive press. Alright. Okay. Doing okay. See, we're doing fine. So, Dracula the fish is gonna try to catch us, which, is not gonna work out because he's a fish, and fish cannot catch you. The run's almost over. I'd like to thank everybody for dropping in on this one. I have one last chance to get a yump. I really hope I get it. I want to be told that I can. Let's just finish the run. Alright. Nope. Alright. Well, final time was 55, 14, 20. Alright. That's the run. So far, we've had PBs all day. We'll see if we get a final PB for the night to get a perfect run night. In the meantime, I need to take a small break and I'll be right back. We'll be right back with Pokemon Blue version. 80% no save corruption is up next. Alright, I'm back, guys. Just gotta do a couple of things. Okay. Alright. We'll see if this works right from the get-go, or if we're going to be stuck in limbo for a little bit. The GameCube has a bit of trouble starting up sometimes. Oh, beautiful. Right away. Instant results. Got to get a couple of things loaded up. Ah, there we go. I need to edit what the game shows. Alright, so I'm going to start off by saying that this is an any percent no save corruption category, so you're not going to see the game utterly broken, but you're going to see me very quickly get to the Hall of Fame as quickly as possible, without absolutely breaking the save file. So I'm using red version, no, not red version, blue version, because you save on money when you buy a certain Pokemon. I'll get into that a bit later. In the meantime, let's get started with this run in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so welcome to the Pokemon world. Oh, wait, no. You know what? I forgot one thing. Sorry, guys. I forgot to change one thing. So let's reset that. False catch there. Woo. So, a couple of things I need to do. Ah, there we go. Okay, now we'll get started. 3, 2, 1, and go! Pokemon blue version. That's much better. Okay. So our rival's gonna be named AA, you know, because that's original. Yeah. Good names. Okay, so hopefully this next part will go okay. We're gonna hope that we do not absolutely get destroyed. So, okay, we got the potion. So we're gonna go to the grass because, you know, one does that. Alright. So, we're gonna be doing, PP strats or, player point strats. We need a certain amount of... What is the game doing? No, not the right one. There we go. What's going on? Alright, so, obviously, in honor of the game, we're gonna name me. Unfortunately, E is gonna be just totally destroyed. Oh, good. The slowness of the game theme was of the laboratory was getting to my head a little bit. So So we're gonna tackle Charmander, which is gonna be great. Hopefully. But unfortunately, he is getting crits, so, you know, never fun. Hopefully he will not absolutely batter us to the curb. We're gonna have... okay. Yeah, that's what I expected would happen. So we're actually trying to win this battle. Unlike Pokemon Green version, where we just aim to lose as quickly as possible. Beautiful, alright. So I'm just gonna double check. Alright, we're gonna check the stats just to make sure. Yeah, no. That's not gonna be, nearly as much as I want. We're not gonna get any encounters, are we? Okay, that's what I thought would happen. Alright. So, this run is going to hinge on one very small thing. And that is, of course, going to be me not dying. Oh, that's right. Of course, I forget about one thing that's really important, and that's getting the parcel. You think a person like me would not forget that? Whoop-de-doo. It's been a while. This run, I put on a 35-minute estimate because I can do this fast, but obviously sometimes I don't always do it very fast. So, the thing we want to do is we're going to want to aim to have a certain amount of stats for each Pokemon. I think that should be more than enough experience. But we will see. Soon enough, we will see if that was good enough for me. Alright, so of course, good old potion inside the bush, you know. the only way you could possibly heal up your Pokemon more and more. So we're going in. We're only gonna fight like 2 trainers that we're actually gonna win against. The first one we already won against was Gary, or Blue, depending on how you go about it. It's a rival fight, I know that much. So there's a hidden path. You don't get any encounters on these tiles. I mean, generally you don't get any encounters on these tiles. Alright, so we're gonna go this way. Those tiles there's an off chance that you will get an encounter, and it sucks, but, you know, what are you gonna do? You can't do much. So now we're gonna bring down our Growl stats to 36. Why 36? I cannot tell you, but it is gonna be 36. Well, that is definitely a PogChamp moment for sure. No doubt about that in my mind. Alright, so this battle will be done soon enough, but we do not have, quite frankly, enough power points spent yet. We need to get it down to 16 for tackle. We got 36 so far. We also need Leech Seed soon enough. So we're gonna need a bit more training. So we're being careful not to get to level 9, because that would be troublesome. So right now, we're going to try to get down to a certain amount of tackles. And it would be best if we ran into a Metapod, because that's going to make it so much easier to sap down those attacks. Alright, well, there we go. There's my wish. Two more tackles. Okay, where are the encounters? Oh, that's exactly why we saved. That's precisely why we saved. Alright, cool. Level 9 will mean that we will not be able to do a trick that I will explain a bit later. Oh yeah, we need Leech Seed. Okay. Well, that's kind of important. Okay. So hopefully I won't flub too much of the recovery. Okay, I think this should be good enough. I think we'll be okay. Ah, great. $62? Good grief. How was I supposed to know? Okay. Cool. I think we're gonna opt to reset. See if I can get enough off a Metapod. Otherwise, we're in a bit of trouble. That is not normal. What just happened? Does that normally happen? Is that gonna happen again? Just once! Okay. I mean... yeah. Surely you must be kidding me. What in the world was that? I mean, I don't... that was weird. What happened? I'm so confused. Is it gonna happen to me a third time? Okay, no. The game sometimes baffles me in the weirdest of ways. You could not tell me how that happened. 49. Oh, we're in deep trouble now. I don't think we have enough. So I may have just possibly messed up player point strats. So unless I get a critical hit, no. Well, at this point, it ain't gonna happen. Okay. I am very not sure if I'm gonna be able to get the player point strats that I even want. I think what I'm gonna have to do is bank my hopes on getting something like a... Like, potentially, I'm just gonna have to get a Metapod and hope for the best. Because I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to get what I want. Just by... So, obviously, I'm behind time, but that's because I'm trying to figure out how to get the player point strats to work. I know it'll work, it's just... Okay, I think that should be good. I think we'll be secure if we can get 6 of these in. 2, 3. That's not gonna do it, is it? Oh, that's a shame. I was really getting my hopes up for that. I think 4 is gonna probably be safe enough. Oh, that might be a bit too much. Okay. 52. Oh. You know what? I'm not even sure how to remedy for this. Alright, thanks for dropping in, man. I do appreciate it. And have a good night, man. Oh dear. Okay, you know what? I think at this point, it may be my best bet to just reset the run. Because I kind of got off on the wrong foot. Alright. I'm just a bit too thrown off right now. So I didn't get the strats right for that one, so we're gonna just have to run with Alright, so it seems like nothing is going terribly wrong on this one. Alright, easy. Alright, so we're catching up to where I was before. I think we'll be able to make the best of this in general. We may not get a single wild encounter if I'm really lucky. Okay. Good. I expected that much to happen. We're looking for level 4 Rattata to fight and maim in the process. It's not quite level 3, not quite level 4. I think that should be enough. Awesome. Yeah, we needed that. I think this is gonna go better, but don't quote me on that. We're gonna save again, see how we do. How could I be missing that many times? Is it worth the risk? Okay. We're close. We're pushing it right now. Alright. I think this should end up being perfect. So we'll want Leech Seed at the top. Alright. Yep. 2 more. Perfect, alright. We got what we need. Alright, that should work a lot better. One Pokeball. One Paralyze Heal. One Awakening. So, obviously, you can't walk into the shorts guy. Alright, so we're gonna go for this one. This is what I call Brock through walls. This one might take a while for me to get. It's a bit of a small challenging glitch to get. And I'm doing the old method to which I complete any percent. Alright, this may take a while. Always a couple resets required. Oh, it's always a bit of a hassle. Yep. Minor mistake. I know what I need to do. This, yeah, I realize what I did wrong. Rock through walls is going to look really cool once you see it. So the first part I'm trying to do is get a save before he allows me to walk immediately. So. Oh, gosh, man. And I am forgetting to set it to the pre-save. This can be a bit unfunny. I keep on missing it. Alright. Cool. Okay. Even on a CRT where you have like immediate reaction, I struggle with this one. Alright. Cool, we got it. So we're going to reset. One of two things is going to happen. So we're either going to... The game's just going to go crazy. So we're going to want to open the Pokemon menu. Alright, cool. We got it. Took me a while. So now we're just rocking through walls, and it's a lovely little thing we get to do. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk through him. Ah, yes. My favorite part of this game is just being able to show the ridiculous amount of places that you can travel just doing this. So we just gotta make sure that we don't crash the game, and you wouldn't believe how many times I'd be able to pull off something like that. So I gotta hold a certain button the whole way through. So now, alright, so now we're in Saffron, which is wonderful. We needed to be there. So I haven't let go of the B button. Alright. Cool, so now, brilliant. That's great. So we need to heal at Saffron, and then we're going to go to Celadon Center. So take a moment to do that. So a couple of things we need to do is we need to make sure that we have everything set in line for us to do what we want to do. Of course, in order for that to all go down as anticipated, we need to go and pick up a bag that gives us an ability to collect coins. And so coinage is going to be available using this restaurant here. Some guy's not very happy. Wrong guy. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Got that. Alright, so we need to get a couple of coins here and there. course, conveniently here is 100 there. Alright, so now we got enough coins to pick up an Abra, which is, you know, wonderful, isn't it? So now that we got the Abra, we're gonna teleport back to Saffron. So what we're gonna do, now that we're done with this, we're gonna go here. We're gonna deposit E. Been quite the vital Pokemon. Unfortunately, E has done all that it's needed to do, so we're done with E. Now we want to make sure that we are ready for the next part of this game, which is going to be a bit of a challenging part. So we're gonna get ready to enact a trainer fly. So of course, before we're able to do that, so I'm gonna want to make sure that I have this exactly as intended. So so we want to get 5 items. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't quite have enough items, so I know an easy place we can find an item. Pretty easy. Otherwise, we'll just have to manufacture an item to which to buy. Well, we can do that. And I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. Unfortunately, we don't quite have everything we need. And so we're gonna have to buy some stuff. And, that's never fun. I think what we're gonna opt on doing is getting an antidote. You know what? A full heal should probably be fine. There's a reason why I don't remember everything, is because I forgot much of the game and the way I can get it to work. Okay, so now we're gonna save. I think this should work just fine with the stuff that we have. So we're gonna be looking for a trainer fly that we want to pull off, and it's gonna be a bit of a toughie to get. Many of you may know what a trainer fly is based on. Alright, let's see if we can get it. Alright. So we gotta swap the 5th item slot with the coin case. Alright. So that was the 5th item. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Alright. So now we're gonna teleport. Alright, so that's the first part. Unfortunately, we will not be able to do very much for this next part. What we need to do is we need to lose a battle, which is great. So our record is going to go from a solid 2-0 to 2-2, which, you know, is great. It's a great thing to do. So, in order to do that... Oh, of course. You know what? I must have forgot something. I must have... Oh, of course. Yeah, that's what I forgot to do. Okay. Alright. Well, now I have it all figured out. Alright, so we're going to try it again. Alright. Alright, we're going to swap it with the coin case. Cool. Cool, we're gonna get that all taken care of. So what I forgot to do is I forgot at the dojo to just go one frame to the left. Which means we lost the battle by default. So what I meant to do is, actually, I meant to do this. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we're gonna lose a battle. As I said before, it's gonna be very quick. Alright, so we're just gonna hope he attacks right away. No, that's not what we wanted. Alright, there we go. That'll do it. Alright, so we're gonna do a menu flash. Alright, so we need to do this. Alright, so that's one missing number in counter if we got that right. Yep. Alright. Good old missing number. So what we need to do is we need to just run away. So we're gonna save. Our first step is done. So, we're gonna have to do something again. Alright. Cool. Toss 2 items in the 6th slot first. 2 of the items in the 6th slot. 2 items are going to be tossed. Alright, 2 items there. Gonna make sure that we do it. Alright, so... and that's our second trainer fly. Alright. So we're going to repeat the same steps that we did last time. So we're going to lose again to the dojo guy. This one's going to be a doozy if you have no clue what's going on. That's okay. You don't have to know what's going on. Hopefully he will attack right away. Good, alright. So that's our second encounter. That's our last battle of the run. We don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright, so one more missing number encounter will seal the deal. Here we go. There it is. That's it. Okay. So we ran away again. I'm gonna save in case things go terribly wrong with this next part. So this is gonna be a bit of a tough trick that I'm about to pull off. Alright, so Alright, so now we're going to take the 255 item stack, and we're going to swap it with the third item slot in your inventory. So in this case, that's going to be a paralyze heal. 1, 2, 3. Yep, third item. So we're going to swap that right now. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So we're going to and toss the item you just swapped for it. Alright. So, yep. That should be the correct item instruction. Alright, so now what we're going to do next is that now that we're done, we're going to be tossing the first item 4 times. Alright, so let's start with tossing the first item. Alright, 1. 2. 3. And 4. Alright, so now that we're done doing that, we are going to toss all but 2 at the top stack so that we have 2. So in this case, we're going to be tossing 253. Alright, so now we're going to be swapping the first stack with the second stack in succession. So now you see we're down here. You may notice that we are really far in the void. We're searching for a specific item that we need to grab. I'm not sure which item it is going to be. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm gonna reset because I messed this up a little bit. So, obviously, I gotta go back to the thing. Alright, so, swap for the third item. 1, 2, 3. Alright, toss that. Alright, so now we gotta do that again. So we're gonna toss 2, 3, 4, be the right item. J times 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, there we go. That's starting to look more like the thing we need to see. Alright. So you notice the colors have turned all wild and stuff. So now... Alright, so... So we need to toss items 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so now we're gonna swap this with 17 Master Balls located down. There we go, I got it. That took me a bit of time to relearn everything. There we go. And that should be timed soon enough. Yeah, there we go. End of the run. So yeah, what I did is I created an item underflow to create a universal locator that would allow me to travel everywhere and anywhere. In which case I was able to travel to the end of the game. And it's, well, very convenient that we were able to do so. So the final time I got was... 39, 35, 25. And while that's not a perfectly fast time, I'm just glad I finished the run. So yeah, that's the last run of the night. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. It was a good time overall. Alright, that's all for me. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Day 2 will start tomorrow for part 2. Take care, everybody. I'll catch you later.